All right, guys. So we've got some pretty important developments going on with the Bitcoin price action right now. So in my last video, I talked about how this move that Bitcoin was going on was looking really bullish. It was looking like we could, potentially keep seeing higher highs, but that it looked like pretty soon Bitcoin was going to have a challenge to face, and that would be this key zone of resistance, which was previously key support in this range that we traded in from June 2022 to November 2022. This was key support for us for the entire time. And this zone is also the value area low and the point of control of this range. And basically, what I was looking at was the potential for us to retest this key area of previous support and then find resistance on it, flip this zone into resistance, and potentially get a sharp rejection back into the range that we were trading in which case we would probably expect a move down towards the lows of the range, and we would also probably expect the pattern to continue, the pattern where Bitcoin trades in a sideways range, breaks to the downside, and creates a lower low. That is pretty much the pattern that we've seen since the all-time highs. But I also talked about how if we were able to reclaim this key area of support, that we would then pretty much open up the possibility to begin trading inside of this range that we traded previously, in which case we could very well see some more upside in the short term for Bitcoin, potentially getting a move up to the highs of this range or even higher, because if we manage to get back inside this range and actually hold this area as support and continue making higher highs in this range, that would be something that we haven't seen in a very long time. That would essentially be breaking the pattern that has been taking place for over a year at this point. About a year and a few months, we've been unable to reclaim a previous range, and so if we are able to hold this area now as support, and if we are now able to continue making higher highs inside of this range, then well, that would be something different. That would be something we haven't seen in a while. And that's not to say that that would necessarily mark the bottom of the bear market and then it's just all up from there. But it does open up the possibility for us to maybe make a run for some of these other ranges, maybe look for some of that, key support that is now going to probably be resistance for us. See if maybe we can finally get a back test of some of this before, I don't know, maybe getting one last sharp push to the downside. I don't know. There's really a lot of possibilities if we truly do start, some sort of a sustained uptrend from this. We could see something like we saw in the last bear market, where we get this pretty large uptrend inside of the larger bear market. Bitcoin pumped up almost 300% in that time. And, maybe then we go on to set one last lower low or something along those lines. So, really what I'm trying to say is that this opens up a lot more possibilities if we are truly able to reclaim this range here. And by reclaim, I don't just mean get a move back into this range. I wouldn't say we've really reclaimed it yet because we could easily just dump straight back out of it. What I really want to see is us hold this key area as support somehow, or maybe get a breakout of this sort of trend line and get some sort of retest on it before making a higher high. Something along those lines to show that, we really have reclaimed this range. And, we just did get a move above this trend line here. We're, above it right now. So, maybe we continue pumping up here and maybe we can see something like this. I gotta say, I was not really expecting this in the last week or so. We've gotten like 17, 16% move to the upside. Um, yeah, I can't say I was expecting this, but I welcome it. This is something interesting going on in the markets. We're not just crabbing sideways inside of a range. This is something new, something fresh. So, I'm cool with it. And right now, can't say just based on Market Cipher that I'm seeing anything that would indicate that we are at a local top. Um, all the money flow is still increasing, still getting very thick. I mean, the 1 hour is coming down a little bit. These momentum waves were looking a little bearish, but then we got this most recent wave, and you can see it's getting another push to the upside here. So, looking at Market Cipher, it seems like we may still have more upside here. I do have a few levels above that I may look to scalp. I had a lot of levels that I was looking to scalp previously, like this 6 hour and this trend line. But well, we've pretty much been blowing through all of these resistances, and there have been a few good scalp shorts that you could have grabbed. There have been some pretty quick 1% moves to the downside, but really, trying to short right now has been very dangerous, and there really haven't been many opportunities to re-enter into my long, to enter new longs, at least none that I've been able to capitalize on. And I already took most of the profits out of my long trade that I was in from, let's see, I entered at 16,900 something. So, below 17K. I still got a little bit of this trade open, but nothing crazy. I took most of my profits out during this crazy move. And, that turned out to be a really good trade. I do wish I kept more of it open, but, that's hindsight for you. So in terms of levels I'm looking at right now, I'd say this key support resistance flip at 20,100, where we got this support and all this resistance. That is a level I'm going to be interested in if we can see, maybe some medium-term time frame divs. May look to scalp that. We also have this untapped monthly at 20,500. We got this significant wick over here, which I think could make for a nice CDW trade. I know there were some people that shorted this. Jason Casper was one of them, but I doubt he still has his stop losses above here, but maybe some people do. I don't know. I will be watching that wick though. And yeah, other than that, I'm pretty much just going to be waiting and seeing what Bitcoin does here. Until we are able to, definitively show that we have reclaimed this range here. I'd say things are a little uncertain. There's no certain shorts to take, and there's probably not many certain longs, at least long-term trades, unless you're gonna, I don't know, trade the breakout of this trend line. Maybe Carl from the Moon is making a tweet about it right now. I don't know. But for me, I'm just going to wait and, see what Bitcoin does, if we are going to, just lose this area, or if we can hold it as support. And then I'll take things from there.